In this video, we will watch a person who literally turned a giant treehouse into a complete house, and we will see the journey of building his giant treehouse in the heart of the forest. This construction process took 6 whole months, so come with me to see the steps and this adventure in full. But before we start, like and subscribe so that we can reach 100,000, God willing. Let's start. First, he started by bringing wooden planks, boot a little thick, and he started to stack them on top of each other. After that, he started to peel the tree and remove the damaged parts from it. He brought a wooden plank and fixed this iron piece in it, which we can call the frame orifice of the corner, and he started to connect it well with nails. He fixed a small piece of wood in the ground below him. He fixed the plank on it and made sure with a plumb lineth that everything was correct. Then he went to fix the nails in the tree and fixed 2 nails in the small piece of wood. He stood on it and made sure that it could carry him. After that, he took the measurements and sawed a piece. Here, he brought an axe and took a piece from the outer part of the tree and mounted the chassis with another wooden plank and fixed it well with nails. He took it and placed it on top of the first ladder that he had placed and fixed it well in the tree with nails. He also placed thereon frame from under the ladder. Then he brought a second wooden plank and began to measure it under the new ladder and cut it to the size of the piece. He took a small part of the tree so that it would be mounted properly. He actually adjusted it and mounted it and began to fix it with nails. He began to take other measurements. He brought a long piece of wood and cut a part of it and placed it in the place that you see here and fixed it well with nails. He took the part or frame off the corner for the final shape. After that, he went up to it and made sure that it was complete. It is clear from this that he is making a ladder, but let's keep it with him until the end and see. He made a second ladder in the same way and fixed it well. He took a part of the tree and fixed it in it. He nailed it down. He almost started to finish the ladder, but he sat down to finish it. He brought another ladder, fixed it, and nailed it well. He removed part of the tree as usual. He went and brought the wood to fix it with. He came and nailed it well. After that, he started to bring a medium-sized tree and cut part of it. He removed the extra pieces as well and took measurements and cut again. After that, he brought a long rope and threw it on part of the tree. He started to make sure he had a good grip. He attached it part that is used for climbing, and its main purpose is safety or protection. He put it on here and adjusted it very well. He put the chain hoist with him, the axe, and everything he would need. He brought his ladder and started to install it, adjust it, and nail it. He also adjusted the wood underneath it. Then he made sure the rope was safe and secure. He continued to remove the parts with the axe. He brought a ladder and attached it to it, adjusted it, and adjusted the nails. He got the wood to hold it in place, and he held it in place too. And with that, he probably finished the ladder he was making, took a good break here, and relaxed and slept in the lake. Anyway, he finished the break and came back again, brought some wood and carried it in the beach buggy and put them next to the tree. He started to climb up the tree and cut a branch from it. After that, he brought a piece of wood and a screw here, and he secured them with a nail, but a relatively large one. He drilled 2 holes next to it and fixed 2 nails here as well and made sure they were secured well. He went down and brought another piece of wood and made sure it was adjusted with the water level. And because his work became too much for him while he was working on doing all of this alone, he brought people to help him here with him. His friend started to remove the tree bark that he was dropping from above, and he worked on peeling and removing a very large part of it. Of course, he was holding himself well so that nothing would happen to them. His friend started to put a long, thick piece of wood and went up to the stairs. And he took it up to him, and indeed after a moment he could have come out of it with injuries he took from him, thank God, successfully, and he started with the help of the 2 people and the rope to put it down and fix it as he wanted and made a hole in it here with a hole like the other one, and he went to fix it with nails. Well, and he started to operate the electric saw and cut the tree branches and removed every large part of it, and the next step he started to bring would have almost the same measurements as the one before it and took it up as well and put it in the to pieces of wood that he fixed in the first, and he brought the iron of the angle frame and went to put it down and fixed this long piece of wood with it and fixed it well from all sides, and he brought another piece of wood also the same size and put it at the end of the two pieces that he fixed in the first, and after that he brought several small pieces of wood here in relation to the wood in the first and fixed them between the two new pieces that he put down, and to make sure they were strong enough he would use nail shears, so he started to take it out and install nails in the piece of wood that he put down in the first. He seemed to be placing the wood that he had placed at the end lengthwise and attaching thickener structure to it and securing them very well with the nails in the wood here. In fact, he placed it on the side and fixed it to the wood beneath it, and he almost finished the base for the house and the small hut that he was going to make. After that, he brought a branch of a tree from the branches that he had fallen before, and fixed it on part off tree here, and he seemed to put a lot of wood on it, and unfortunately, after all that, it fell from it. In the end, you feel that he is fighting here, not doing anything with it, and he sat under them. After that, he brought a piece of wood and sat under a nice seat here, and then next step was that he brought a tree trunk here and made a hole in the first ladder and fixed its log in it and fastened it with nails well. In the second ladder headed that as well, and he applied the same thing to the third ladder and in the fourth ladder, and he seemed to equalize them from above, cut off the extra bits, and brought a second branch, but Amile away. Place it on small branch S and make a costume out of it. He took a railing and cut off the extra pieces and adjusted them to make them look suitable. He took out the stairs and started to repeat the same steps and fix the railing here with nails from above. He installed the wood and made the railing and fixed them well from above with nails. He continued to go up and do the same steps in order until he finished the whole ladder. After that, after every step, he wanted to take a break here, so he made Anna's meal and sat down to eat it and enjoy the place. The next step, he brought a very long tree wood and started to put it on the wood above and fixed it to them. He left it and then started to dig well in the ground. He stayed for a long time, working on this part of the excavation. After he finished here, he brought a tree and sat peeling it. He came out and fixed a rope to the tree from above. He went down and fixed it to the tree from which he had peeled apart and cut a piece here from the tree, then he painted it with a yellow substance and started to lift it up using the rope. He fixed this long tree in the hole he had dug. After that, we see him. He was sitting on the wood above, so he brought a piece of wood and put it in the end of the wood like this. Then he went to fix it with nails very well, and he went to install nails in the tree that he had placed in order to fix it, and in the wood. He went to put a nail like this in the middle, and then he cut the excess or the tree's excess, and he went to the other side of the wood that he had made at the beginning, and he started to put small wood in it, and he brought several pieces off wood, and fixed them next to each other like this. And then he held them well with the nails, and he went to the end of the ladder like this. He installed a tree branch and fixed it to the railing and the tree itself, and he made several of them and put them on top of each other, and he fixed another branch under the end of the railing completely. After that, he took me up and brought a piece of wood and put in it the frame of thickener and installed it well in the floor. But he found that it was not right and not stable, so he brought twine bars and fixed them to this piece of wood very well. After that, he installed it from above like a corner like this, in order to install this piece of wood in it, and then he went straight away repeating the same thing. This process is on the other side, and he started to bring wooden boards and started to put them on the floor of the house and in a place that was crooked with him because of the tree itself. He started to take his measurements to adjust the situation well here. So he marked it with a pencil and went to cut the wood and adjusted it and went to put it and in another piece of wood that was crooked with him as well. So he repeated the same steps. With a pencil, took the measurements and installed it well and fixed it very well with nails and also because of the branches coming out of the tree here in a board that was crooked with him, but he adjusted it later. He went and brought boards and put them on the other side and installed them in their place and fixed them with nails, and the wood that was crooked with him went to be adjusted as well, and he installed it successfully, and then he completed installing all the wood until finished it and fixed it all with nails and put wood between the wooden square that he put in the ends, and after that he went to cut the extensions of Thefler and did this on both sides, and he started closing it all from above with this long, thin wood, and from below he put the same wood. He brought the iron frame off the corner and went and installed it in the wood bellow and brought wood and installed it in it and fixed its nails well and adjusted it in the place he wanted exactly, and he did this on all sides except fourthest side. He was still going to do it. He put the same wood in it and fixed it with nails well and hesterted to bring small wood like this and put it between each column and install it exactly in them all, and he did the same here too. He started to bring a piece of wood and put them in the whole house between each column and pillar. He brought wooden planks and started to install them behind these columns, and he kept putting plank next to each other and fixing them with nails well and he finished the first part, and then he entered immediately after that in the second part and also fixed the planks next to each other, and he entered the side after that and fixed them well off course, and he started to raise from below to above like asmal table like this, and after that wooden squares they were stuck together and there was glass between them, and he started top at the wall that had the glass in it and put it between the wood and secured it with wood from above. After all off this, he took another break and sat down to eat. As it told you, the building process took 6 whole months, so don't be surprised that he took a break here and sighed a lot. This is the whole idea that I am trying to summarize this whole process for you and the step that came after it. He brought 2 tree shear and put wood on them and took the measurements and adjusted several pieces of wood and started to cut these trees so that the wood could be installed. He installed all the wood and took felliter that he made and went up in the house from above. He brought an electric saw here and started to remove the excess wood. After that, he brought a long piece of wood and went to take it out and started to go up several times here. After that, he took one by one and put them on the ceiling and started to insert them on the ends like this and put them and secured them with nails here and sat putting one by in. Then we see him bring wooden planks and started fills the gap next to the glass squares. Then he adjusted the wood from the outside and adjusted it and installed it on it. There was a gap from above, so he also cut special wood for it and placed it on it. Thus, he surrounded the entire glass from the outside with wood. Here, he began to bring wood that he had cut before and began to fix it with nails on top of the ceiling and on the tree itself. He did the same on the other side and began to put wood lengthwise and widthwise so that he would close the ceiling. This process took a very long time. He preferred to put all this wood and fix it. Then, he cut a piece of the tree itself that is in the house and went to turn it over here and cut the excess and level them together. After that, he brought this corrugated iron and went to fix it well with nails here and cut a part of it to install on the tree itself. He began to cover the entire ceiling with this metal, and he preferred to adjust it to the base of the tree and installed it on the entire ceiling. After that, he brought a door with glass squares here and went to put it and fixed it and adjusted the hinges. Then he closed all the gaps with wood. After that, he brought the caulking material that uses to close the gaps well. He continued to fill the empty space between the tree and the ceiling. He continued around the entire tree because there were several open spaces. He started to bring some wood and put it down and made a separate place for it. He made a circular part here and installed the part outside of it. He went in and installed the second part from the inside. Then he came out again and connected them together so that the smoke would come up. Thus, he finished it successfully. He went up to the ceiling and started to remove the excess material that he put in the gaps. He made it from the top and painted it black so that it would not be visible. He moved inside again and started to put tarpaulin in all parts of the house. He put this tarpaulin from next to the door to the chimney. He started to bring foam boards and put these boards on the tarpaulin that we put down before. He put one part by one here and cut this part from it for the chimney. He brought another tarpaulin, but transparent, and he started to put it on the peaches he made with the sponge and at the chimney. He brought wood mat like a bedpost and he put them and sat to fix them next to each other, but he cut a piece of it for the chimney and installed the rest of the wood. After that, he installed the linoleum and worked on it. After all of that, he sat here in a nice position while he was warm. He was going to install alec or a trap here for the door. He took his measurements for the place where he would put thelic here and drilled a hole with the saw and tried it. It came out perfect. After that, he brought this leather so that the door would not get scratched in the future and its wood would be dented. He brought a piece of a tree branch and started to make it and remove the excess in it. He went and installed it in the door and fixed it well with nails. He made it so that it would like a ball like this. The next day, we find him bringing a meter and sitting to measure the space between the ceiling and the floor, but from in front of the house like this. He started to cut the wood and adjust it and put it here and treat it. It came out perfect. He went down again and brought this piece of wood and installed the corner frame in it to mount it, and he fixed it to them from the other side of Thefram. He had originally made a hole here, so he made another hole in the piece of wood that he fixed this and installed a rope holder in it and put this rope, and he was going to try to house it here, so he hung the bag on it and he saw it and found it perfect. Then he brought a piece of wood and tied the branch that was coming out of the same tree so that when he cut it, it wouldn't fall. The next step was to bring 4 pieces of wood of medium size and made a frame here for the place of the ladder and made a second layer, but didn't put it here. He took it and went and put this transparent tarpaulin on it and brought the foam and installed it on Thefram from the back. After that, he put this wood and fixed it with nails well and cut the excess and took them after that and went and put them on the frame that he made and installed hinges in it, and he was going to try here to open and close it, and it worked for him. After that, he started to complete the process of putting the wood on the tarpaulin, so he preferred Thaith puts the wood and fixes it with nails. Above the door, he made small wooden pieces like this and put them above the door. Then he fixed them and came back again to complete the rest of the door with wood on the wall. He brought a picture here and started to install it on the wall so that it would give a good shape. He brought the nail here and installed it and hung this board on it. He brought this piece of wood and installed it and fixed them together. He installed a small branch on the wall to install the shelf he made on it. He put some books on it, and it looked very nice. He put a second branch to hang his things on, like gloves or clothes or whatever, in general. He brought a second branch and installed it underneath it. He went to the piece of wood that he made as a table and started to adjust a branch like this. He went and installed it and fixed it. He made 4 others in the same shape and hung clothes on them as if they were a hanger. He brought 2 branches next to the board and put them down and fixed a wooden board on them from above and fixed them well with nails. He took down some pieces of wood and lifted it up. He put it all next to the door and brought another piece of wood, put them next to each other, and fixed this piece of wood between them. After that, he brought 4 more pieces of wood and fixed them together. The goal here is to use all of this to make a chair. So he brought the wood that he made at the beginning and put them all together. He continued following these steps and cut the excess and put a piece of wood on top of them. He put 2 pieces of wood in the back in the middle so that it wouldn't be empty. He also put 2 pieces of wood at the base. He brought a round board here made of tree wood, but a little thick. He fixed 2 pieces of wood on top of them and made Asmal table with them and put it next to the chair. The next step, he started putting paper on Thefler, paper with small holes in it. After that, he started taking out wooden planks and put these planks on Thefler, one next to the other and the third, and fixed them until he finished. But he still hadn't finished Theplas under the heater that he made, so he took it down and cleaned it up underneath it. He went and brought this wood, but he made it like a frame and put tarpaulin in it. After that, he adjusted the sponge and then started putting wood in it from above and fixed them together. After that, he went outside the house and put wood after Therap hanger and put another one between it and the house. Here, he started to do something like the pictures with the wood. Then, I installed 1 piece of wood with the other until he made few whole fence and fixed them here with the wood in this triangular shape. He brought a large wooden board and cut a piece from it so that it would fit well in the wood and will use it as a support, meaning, or if he wanted to put anything on it. On both sides, he also put the same board. After that, he brought fiber and put it on the floor and adjusted it. He went and stapled it here with pins and completed the whole floor from the fiber and stapled it. Then, he brought paper here, similar to wallpaper, but it is used on the floor and its shape is wooden. He started to put it on the whole fiber and stuck it and adjusted it. At the part of the tree and the door of the stairs, he started to and adjust this paper and used the cutter to cut it. After that, he took this rope and put it around the window and fixed it with nails. He also put this rope around the door of the ladder and fixed them in it. He cut the excess and started to work in assembling the bed here. He brought wood and put it together. He brought a tree trunk, but a bit big, and fixed it on top of the first wood. He brought a second layer and put it on this side. After that, he brought the board and started arranging it. He put the second layer on this side and fixed the trunk on top with another trunk between it and thebed. He put this log or board, which looked very solid. He started to bring things like foam mattresses, but small, and put them here. This way, he finished it all. After that, he started to bring wood that had been dissolved from tree bark and put them together. He started to remove the excess from them and went and installed them in this place. He made it so that he could put bird food into there. This is a very nice idea, and it could be used in ordinary houses. After that, he started to bring foil and also brought this metal board and cut the excess foil, and then he fixed it with nails, and brought this frame and mounted it in it, and brought a metal box from above from the chimney side and mounted it here, and took a square piece of glass and made it, and went and mounted it in this glass so that it would open and close. Then he made a table and went and fixed it to fuel and put on it alone some wooden planks from the tree and drew really nice drawings on them and put hands in it and made it like a clock. Then he brought a thermometer here and put Oni outside and one inside, and brought a mirror here and hung it, and brought a towel and put it next to it, and made a holder for this tank with this wood and mounted them in the wall and made something like a hat for the door of the stairs, and US set this branch to mount his guitar on it, and that's it. The house is completely finished, and he worked on it a lot, but with this work it became something great and not at all expensive, in addition to it being excellent, and its shape is cool. And that's it. Don't you forget to pray for our Master Mohammed and tell yourself what you will see in the upcoming challenges. Peace be upon you, Ben.